Yeah, cool, we did it. Let's have somebody who can see in the dark. Hang on. Why don't you equip a torch? And why don't you dip your torch? How do I do that? In fire? Maybe I can't do that. We'll just get somebody who can see in the dark to look around. Here, take your quarterstaff back. Much better. Lots of alchemy equipment. A padded chair. Hyena heads. I'll just start lighting candles as we go around, I guess. Maybe the humans can see better that way. What is that the head of? Doesn't look like a dragon. It's massive, whatever it is. What happened? Oh, I see. It's a wall. And the game's just glitching there. Moonhaven Logbook. The book is filled with pages and pages of observations, tracking travelers and people in the village. You turn to the final pages. Alicius 26, Oliver Singe, merchant, arrives in Moonhaven, departs the next day. Kalashite. Stranger, name unknown, passes through, not Thyanen. Rashemi? 3 men in black armor pass, though, not Thyan. Hackett, journeyman, passes through, not Thyan. Who is this Thyan fellow they're looking for? Raid, no Thyan. Familiar reports apprentice disappeared near well. Will observe. Raid, more soldiers than before. Smoke on horizon. Raid. Scroll of Featherfall, always good. What else have we got here? Basilisk oil. And what are you? You turn page after page filled with strange alchemical sketches and formulae. Some are written plainly, some in runes and scripts you barely recognize. These are guides to transmuting metals and recipes for weapons of war. But more than anything else, the book is concerned with reanimating dead flesh. Take that. Not sure if this is useful, but we'll grab that too, just in case. A wooden chest. Scroll of Featherfall and color spray. Always useful. Another crystal ball. And apparently not much, and a skeleton on the wall for not much use. Is that a bear? That's a big bear. Crazy. Cool. Fringe Philosophy. Volume 5. Publisher's Notes claims that this volume promotes magical theory too radical for the mainstream. This excerpt is attributed to the High Artificer Thawar Bryn of Baldur's Gate. I suppose they seek to silence me, believing that an artificer of the High House would not stoop to publish in any volume outside the great Gondian journals they so diligently guard. But they forget that I am not so grand. Before I lent my name and knowledge to the High House of Wonders, and all the marvels therein, I was not but a lazy farm girl who liked to look up. And that was how I first saw them, the slow and serene earth motes, entire mountains migrating through the sky above. It was later I learned of their origins, the ancient Netherese empire that fashioned them, of the residual magic so potent that sustained them still. The wizards of Netheril carved marvels out of the mundane, lifted earth aloft for industry, for sport. It was later still, after I earned my place at High House, that I learned of a long shadow Netheril cast along the evolution of our craft, that their great flying cities fell in folly and flames and did not diminish the wonders they wrought, and the stubborn aversion to studying them, to learning what they learned, is the very antithesis of Gond's teachings. Yet many of the catastrophes inflicted upon the centuries were fruit born of the meddling Netherese seed. Yes, their last shining bastion fell into shadow, their lore twisted to Shar's dark and destructive designs. And yes, I say again, whether the High House will sanction it or no, to study the very flame of creation is worth it, even if should the fires consume us. Interesting. We'll grab that too. Ah, a landscape painting. I probably don't need a landscape painting. Let's just drop that. Give these reasonable scrolls to the mage. Ones he can use. Oh, that's mine. Silence, yes. He can probably summon a Quasit. We'll give them there. Guiding Bolt, I believe, is ours. Apparently these won't stack for whatever reason. Mage Armor, that's you. And Grease, that's you. We probably don't need Bones. These didn't seem to come up with much value. I'll drop the Spear too. 7. Wow, I'm really... Oil of Sharpness, let's give to the Rogue. Drop the short bow. Oh, the water barrel. I bet you that's the problem. Much better. The evil eye, you say. Oh, an antitoxin. Very good. On death and resurrection. The evil eye's here on the floor. Ah, it's right there. While the number of trinkets and bargains a hag personally acquires means that her powers will be unique compared to that of her sisters, hags as a whole can be divided into 3 subcategories. Night hags, named as such for their ability to haunt a mortal's dreams, slowly devouring vital essence until the victim's soul can be trapped into the hag's soul bag. They are known for being petty, selfish braggarts. Sea hags, known for devouring their victim's whole, sea hags can terrorize and kill with a single look. They reek of fish and are incapable of making a proper cup of tea. What an interesting note. They are beautiful. Green hags are beautiful. They are powerful. Speak not a word against them. Sounds like this person is in love with hags. Just grab that. Anything else here? A gilded chest. Speak with the dead. Scroll of blur and disguise self. I'll let the mage grab those. There was something else here? On death and resurrection. Not the chest. Ah, here we go. An excerpt from the ongoing metatext rebound by Iosefa Elgin, a scholar of excommunicated from the Church of Denier for her heretical efforts to reconstruct the metatext. Her god's annal of lost and hidden knowledge. Of what value a life? Far too esoteric a topic to warrant any serious critical consideration between these pages, surely, or it would seem at first glance. But once we push aside the mysticism and dewy-eyed sentiments so often clouding our assessment, it is clear that across all spinning planes and each and every life does indeed have a quantifiable value. It is simply that not all are equally valuable. Consider what we already know, that the destruction of our material form is not the end. If anything, our souls are more free after death, transcending planar barriers, in search of a resting place that best befits our deeds, beliefs, and station in life. Even this assessment is a subject to market forces, Lord Kelimvor weighing our souls against how thoroughly we have given them over to other gods, empowering them in turn. There is, of course, an alternate route, not the end of the path, but the chance to retread it. Clerics across the realms wield the power to return to life to any soul deemed worthy or willing enough. It is strange, then, that these so frequently intersect with those deemed wealthy enough, for those components for such spell are beyond the means of most mortals. I have interviewed those who have made such a return in truth, and found them to be most dull, and unimaginative sort that I cannot possibly imagine what it is they were so eager to return to. If a true assessment of the journey is to be made, then there is simply no replacement for embarking upon it oneself. Perhaps one day this great volume of learning will make me worthy enough to walk that path, and wealthy enough to return. Just grab that. You never know what this is going to be, good or bad. Some great beast on the ceiling here. Okay. Asterion. Let's light these braziers, perhaps. Oh, everybody else, just be cool for a minute. Doesn't look like I can get under there. Okay, that's been lockpicked. Now, how do I get in here without... Okay, the rest of you, come over here. Away from the fire trap. Asterion, why don't you hide, because that seems to separate you from the group. Oh, damn, he's taking damage there. Alright, let's get him out of there. First of all, help him up. And then move back so he can move back. Get out of the way of the fire. Very good. What? Oh, crap. He just drank poison. Hang on, everybody. Turn-based. These... that poison bottle should not have looked it like that. Alright, I think now might be the time for a short rest. There, everyone's a little better. Now, how do I get in here without being killed by the fire? Right. What would be the point of even coming in here? As I'm not seeing anything in there. Everybody come over here away from the fire. I don't see anything in there. I'm not sure why we would go in. What if I put, like... What is useless here that weighs something? Like a water barrel. Throw item. Right there. That's not at all what I meant to do. Now, if I was to come in here... Oh, crap. Now I'm gonna die. I don't understand what the point is. Right. Oh. Did him standing on that stop the fire? Interesting. Now I separate him from the group, he won't move. Alright, now we have a book. The book wasn't showing up before, which is very strange, but there we go. Everybody come over here now, away from the fire trap. What did we grab? The Necromancy of Thay. It is not too late. Hang on, maybe we'll pass this to the mage. We'll have him read it.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You feel the darkness radiating from the book. It's delicious.
It looks like the Necronomicon from Evil Dead.
How about you just leave it where you found it, and we saunter away?
I have my fair share of experience with dangerous books. I'll take that off your hands into more prepared ones.
Alright. Why are we stuck here in this dialogue? Okay, it is actually in your inventory. Apparently I can't read it while these two are still in dialogue. I'm not sure why we're stuck here. There's an interesting conversation nearby. I don't think that there is. Why are we stuck? Why are we stuck? Come on, early access. Alright. You know what we'll do? We'll just fix it like this. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe if I think it's because I had Asterion selected. Yes, very curious. Okay. Now, how did we do this before? Separate you from the group. If I just have you stand right here, will that do the thing? Apparently no. Let's go combat here. Obviously, let's use you. No, because Asterion can actually see it, I suppose. So, where is this book he wants to pick up?
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole.
No, we're gonna die like this.
An oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes.
I think we just got killed there. We're just going to quickly reload so nobody burns to death. I think the book is actually supposed to be on the altar, but for some reason it's not. These early access games are a little glitchy, eh? Okay. Let's use the wizard because he's the only one who can actually do it. Let's go like that. Now, can you just pick it up?
A Thayan book about necromancy. Not for the faint of heart.
Lovely.
All the more for the decayed of heart.
Okay, so end turn. Lovely. Let's cast guidance on our friend here. Beauty. Inventory. Now let's read your weird book. Hang on. First I want to give you all this cool stuff. You can have those arrows. I thought I picked up more spells. I must have already given them to him. Read.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You've seen similar books in wizards' libraries. A tome on Thayan magic, a rare and expensive find. But people have gone mad reading less dangerous texts.
That looks terribly heavy. Why don't you let me carry it for you?
How about you just leave it where you found it, and we saunter away?
Okay. This is about as far as we got last time. Is the problem that we're down here when we read it, or what exactly? It's an interesting conversation nearby, you say. Let's go back in and try to read it again.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You've seen similar books in wizards' libraries. A tome on Thayan magic, a rare and expensive find. But people have gone mad reading less dangerous texts.
Okay, great. Yes. But then what? Why are we stuck here? Ah. Put the book away, or leave the book be. Why can't I read it? What if I just drop it? Okay. Now read it.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You've seen similar books in wizards' libraries. A tome on Thayan magic, a rare and expensive find. But people have gone mad reading less dangerous texts.
Okay. Our amethyst eyes. Tuck it in your pack for now. Do we have anything like that? We have an agate. but no, no amethysts? Nothing like that? Alright, maybe we don't have the item to open it. Research notes. But where exactly are they? Aha. Raised dead. Failed, gone too long, body decomposed. Reanimation failed, came back as a ghoul, had to kill again. Speak with dead. Failed. Answers unhelpful. Clone. Failed. Needs living tissue. Reanimation plus clone failed, had to kill both ghouls. Resurrection failed, magical curse. True resurrection. I have reached the limit of my skills and resources. The book offers. Dare I accept? I'm going to take those just in case. Can we talk to... Oh, we need a long rest before we can do that again. Once per long rest. I can't cast it on this corpse here. Or the skeleton, I suppose. Powerful tome. Okay, is that it for down here? Oh, I didn't see this room before. Let's go with somebody who can see in the dark. Aha! Interesting. I think I know where we are. 3 basic poisons. More random biz. Vivian crystal and a laculite. A rusted key. Carafe of water. What have we got over here? Not a whole lot of anything. What is this open to? Aha! Right. Very good. Yes, wonderful. Did we miss anything at all? Miss a turn or loot of some kind? Wow, was this already down here, or did this necromancer guy, like, have this place built for himself? And if so, how? How is that even possible? It looks like we can only alt when we can see stuff. Oh, curiouser and curiouser. It seems like we need some specific item to open that book. I'm not sure what. I suppose we'll have to look around. Okay, what do we got up here? We already checked this chest? We did. Anything cool to take? Ooh, okay. Antitoxin. Potion of sleep, sure. How do I get these? Potion of healing. Where is it? Another antitoxin. There's a potion of healing. Cures poison. That sounds useful. Nice. I wonder if this ledger's worth taking. Another antitoxin. Very good. Okay. We're all in not too bad shape. That's lucky. Household prayer. Lathander to light, Selian to guide, Kellum Vor to judge, and passage provide. Doesn't say story item. I probably don't need that. The Wonders of Phandalin. The year is 950 DR. There hardly be more prosperous and fortunate town than Phandalin. Phandalever's pact has brought prosperity to the land, splitting the wonders of the Wave Echo Cave between gnomes and dwarves. The town now boasts thriving communities of both peoples living and working together in harmony. We've also tempted human spellweavers from across the north to our town, who are happy to work side by side with the allies of Phandalever's pact. Mayor Alderleaf invites you to come witness this miracle yourself. See the powers being uncovered in the forge of spells and the prosperity of this power brings. I dare say Neverwinter will soon have a new rival for the title of Jewel of the North. Interesting. Can we just, like, rest if I get into a bed? Is that how that works? Does not seem to be the case. Alright. Anything on this back porch? Those were the goblins we took care of. Okay, so far this town has been full of stuff. What a crazy old town. Was there anything over here? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, there's a goblin there. Hey, maybe we can jump this guy. Oh, hang on, he can see me there. Let's just let's use our sneaky friend. Have you got a shot from there? Oh, were we supposed to talk to him? Oh, hang on. Why did we get a reputation down for that? I'm not sure. Wow, 11 damage. Yeah, go longbow. Can you reach him? I can. Perhaps we were supposed to speak to them, but I don't know. Every other goblin we've met in town has tried to kill us, so. Path is interrupted. Maybe I don't want to hit her in the back. What the heck? A giant spider companion. Ah, I was hoping it would work like that. Basic poison, some gold. What have you got, Brawler? Whom apparently we were supposed to talk to instead of just stabbing in the back? I don't know.
If I don't get my beauty sleep soon, I may just get a tad malcontent.
Those were our ogres we had run into. Oh, how lovely. Why don't you grab all of that thieves' tools and the like? Oh, I do not need that. I don't need those either. So apparently the apprentice's notes were saying something. Oh no, the necromancer's book was saying something like it needs a special item to open it. I suspect it may be some sort of gem or something, because it's an oval opening on the front of the book. It must be close to something going on over there. Let's just have a look in this building before we go deal with them. They seem to be quite a large group, actually. That's that place we jumped down and did some exploring. We pulled that chest out of there, I'm pretty sure. What else is in here? An old key. Well, that could be useful. Another story item. A battle axe, a spear, a light hammer. Let's grab the light hammer. Could come in handy. A dagger, a battle axe, a spear, Highcliff's journal. Where is that? Where is this journal? Oops. Can't hit space. Strange. Let's go out this way. Where was that journal we saw? Skeleton. Grab the gold. This is a regular quarterstaff, right? Yeah, okay. No big deal then. Now, I saw some journal there. Why is the skeleton yellow, though? Heavy key? Huh. Where? Hey, look at that. Another story item. Whose keys are all these? Can you still speak with dead? Come over here for a sec. Can you speak with this guy? He's yellow for some reason. Apparently no. Why is he yellow? I don't know. Now where was that journal we saw? Highcliff's journal. No idea. Don't just jump, you dummies. Oh man.
Well, well, boys. Looks like we got ourselves a trespasser. Don't bother running. My archer's got decent aim and plenty of arrows.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
Let's use our Alithid. Stand down, now. Well, that one worked.
You're a true soul. But my mistake, madam.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert.
Uh-oh.
It's taking something you'll never get back.
You'll get no more trouble from us. Promise.
Interesting. So every time I use the tadpole, it takes something from me. Huh. Well, I don't like that at all. I've taken an old key from Asterion. Is this where we jumped down into? Oh, it is. Those were the locked doors. Aha! A pleasurable deal. The shocking truth. Below is a transcript of an interview with the writer and director of A Pleasurable Deal, Mr. Kingsley Harp. Interviewer: what was the inspiration behind this, if I may be so bold, entirely lewd piece of drama? Harp: it's about exploring the taboo, seeing who we are as people really are, who we as people really are. Yes, Robert makes a deal with Cambion, but who wouldn't? Well, this is strangely on the nose. Well, I'd like to think most people wouldn't. Then you don't know most people. Everyone wants something. Everyone needs something. Cambions can see it. In a way, they know us better than we know ourselves. But at the end of the play, Robert dies horribly. What does that say about what does that say about, as you put it, need? You forget, Robert dies because he broke away from Carlyle. He didn't stay true to the deal they made. So you're encouraging people? Wasn't Carlyle the name of the other guy? The guy who gave us the deal with Cambion? That's kind of scary. So you're encouraging people to make a pact with Hell's offspring, to give up, as Robert did, his soul. We only have one life, why not make the most of it? So what was your deal? I beg your pardon. In fact, this was your directorial debut, wasn't it? You couldn't even get published in the tabloid Baldur's Bash before this came out. Did you honestly trade your soul for an erotic play? Alright, we're done here. Ha! I'm gonna grab that, because it's way too on the nose. Disarm trap toolkit, that's always useful. Is there food by any chance in any of these? Because all that roasted meat was incredibly good for healing. So I guess this would have saved us from jumping down and hurting ourselves before. I forget now, where did this... Oh, this was where we found the notes for the Mastercraft item. We just need some kind of... Longsword, greatsword, battle axe. Let's grab that greatsword for the Githyanki. Cool. Now, what was I missing for this masterworked item? It wasn't Doctor's log. It was Highcliffe's blueprints. 3 weapons, a greatsword, a sickle, and a dagger. Each length and angle is marked with exact measurements, and forging instructions are printed carefully along the bottom of the panes with susur bark. We didn't find any susur bark in that underground guy's place, eh? That would have been too easy. No. And somehow there were notes up there. I don't think there's anything else here. Oh my, where does that go? And can we get through here?
What's that?
A cracked wall. All of you, come back here for a second. What could I do to open this cracked wall? Can I not hurt it? Okay, everybody move back for a minute. Move right back, move right back. Thank you. Asterion, you've got a thing of fire wine, right? Do you have something that explodes? Not really. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. Oh, okay, well that's hurting it.
Eat this. Eat this.
No, it's not hurting it. Does anybody have a vial of acid or something? Somebody picked up that light hammer. Let's see if the hammer works. Oh, the hammer works really well. Well, you look at that. Where does this lead? Whispering Depths. Oh, I think this is the spider place we were in before. Interesting. Well, we should be careful exploring down here, for sure. I don't think we can go that way. Can we climb up here? Doesn't appear so. I'm not sure why. Oh, maybe if this burns and you fell, perhaps. Let's get a save in here before we run into anything too scary. Rusted blade, backpack. So that's not the backpack. What's in the backpack here? So I already killed these eder caps. Ooh. Potion of greater healing. Very good. An apprentice's pack. Somebody get poisoned? Well, stop doing that, guys. Now, what did we find? Let it be known that I left my homeland because I was bound to my master and not because I chose to. Were it not for the oath I swore, I would still be home serving the Zulkirs, and not tending to a hog pox in this crude hamlet. However, an oath is an oath, and I will serve him as is my duty until I am released. The early journal entries are written in delicate, intricate script that gets rougher and wilder and more pages you turn. It ends with one hastily scrawled entry. They did it. The Dark Justicars got the old bastard before the Zulks could. Now he's bleeding out, and once he's gone, I'll be free of this oath. I can go back. I'll return the Tome of Necromancy he stole. They'll forgive me then. They'll know I'm loyal. The key gems, secure in the tunnels. Once I have it, slip into the cellar, take what I can, then carry it home. Interesting. And some alchemist fire. What does that do for us? Need some bark from a susser tree. Oh, this scroll. Oh, there we go. So, the owner of the tome mentioned a key gem. Could this be the secret to unlocking the necromancy of Thay? I suspect, but I suspect it's down here somewhere. who knows where. And what nasty business is going on down here either. Some food. A backpack. What am I seeing over there? Oh, it's just a rock. I thought it might have been more bad guys. Okay. I think this is probably a good place to leave it before we get into anything too crazy. It's a tough spider web. A spider's egg. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna find next creeping around down here. The phase spiders and the ettercap we fought last time were actually really tough. So I'm just gonna save it here. And we will return next time in this scary old cave. Potion of healing, I'll never turn those down. Another great sword, a studded shield. Oh yes, and this is where we came up first, but we didn't check the skeleton. A polished ring. Each purple gemstone set in this thin silver band has been polished until it gleams. Gold and a short sword. Alright. Thank you for joining me. When we return, we're going to creep around in this cave and hopefully not get ourselves killed. So if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. And I'll see you guys all next time. Remember to hit that subscribe button in the bottom right corner. See you later, guys.
How you know I don't fuck around. I'm playing every day. That's how you know I don't fuck around. Ask your mom, she'll tell you the same.